I'm a Seattle Seahawk.
Well. YouTube, what is up? Welcome back, or welcome back to me. Welcome me back to you. Whatever. It's been a while since we've talked. Welcome back to the Challenger. I'm really excited to be back in front of the camera. I apologize to everyone for such a long hiatus. This video, I've been teasing about or promising this video probably months now. It's one that I want to do. I want to talk about this subject. This video is much different. This video, I was told as a small creator, you don't do videos like this, that you guys don't watch the channel for me, you watch it for what I'm doing, and I appreciate that advice. I understand where they're coming from, but I'm still making this video for a couple of reasons. One, because I want to put it out to all of my Twitch subscribers so that they know what's going on in my life and I can explain an absence that I'm about to have from Twitch. Two, to update some of my friends who I have made through the YouTube community, the Twitch community, that I don't get to see and speak to every day, and that I haven't been telling them what's going on. Three, I'm making this video because I am going to release it a second time with a different title and a slightly different edit to share it with people who may be going through what I'm going through or something similar, or just anything that impacts your life the same way. The reason why I'm not making videos, the reason why I haven't been as active on Twitch, the reason why I haven't posted on TikTok is, I guess we'll start with the current. Sorry, I'm nervous, I can't really say it, and it'll make sense, even my facial expressions right now will make sense. I lost all my teeth. I currently only have 8 teeth in my mouth, and it's the 8 that you can see in the front. I have no other teeth in my mouth right now. It's something that I've been extremely embarrassed about, the whole process, how I got here. It's something that I'm extremely uncomfortable with. I've been dealing with it for a couple of months, even though I've known it's been coming for a couple of years. Thank you to COVID for having to have a mask on. I haven't come into any problems with it out in the general public or in my work. But I wasn't comfortable being on the camera. If I allow myself to talk normally, even right now, I'm going to allow myself to open my mouth up. If you really pay attention, you can see that you can only, on the top especially, you only see the front 4, and then there's nothing there. You'll see blank space, and I'm uncomfortable with that. There was nothing I could do to get myself comfortable to be on camera. So on Twitch, I can hide it. I sit back from the camera a little bit. It's really dark in the room. I can hide it a little bit. I put my hand over my mouth when I smile. All these, or I don't smile, or I smile this awkward smile with my mouth closed. You'll see my lips purse a lot when I talk because I'm hiding it. But I don't have to hide it anymore. I think I have a cop behind me. Cops hate me, by the way, in this car. I'm filming this on March 1st, and on March 2nd, I am having a full mouth of more of a permanent denture. But I'm having a full mouth of false teeth put in. I'm still not 100% comfortable talking about it. I'm really struggling with the fact that maybe even 100 people will see me say my current situation. So there's that. But I really did want to talk about it. I really did want to talk about it for so many reasons. I want people to understand the struggle that I went through mentally with all that's going on. I know that sounds crazy. Maybe it doesn't sound crazy. To me, I don't know, right? I don't know. But it's been a struggle mentally. And I want people to know what I went through, so in case they're going through something similar for a different reason, or what if they're going through something similar for the exact same reason. Not a lot of people talk about it. It's something that most people are embarrassed about. Shit, most people are embarrassed about mental health issues when it comes to anything, let alone like dental issues, because we pick on people so bad for both of them. Through the last couple of months of me wearing a mask, I'm still hearing people make fun of other people for their bad teeth, having no idea what I'm going through. Like, it even impacts the way I talk. I didn't pronounce teeth right there the same way as I normally would because I'm missing so many. I just went on a little rant. It's impacted my fitness journey because I can't eat the same way I used to. It has literally impacted every facet of my life, and it's going to continue to do so. So I guess we'll rewind a little bit and tell you how I got here. How did I get to the point where I only have 8 teeth in my mouth? Years ago, it was found that I had a cyst on my jaw. And there are many different types of cysts. And the x-rays showed 2 different types of cysts in my mouth. And it didn't really make sense to them. them was like a traumatic bone cyst, which literally just means like there was a hole in like the bone where my jaw should be, basically, if I'm remembering it correctly. It was just like a cavity in my jawbone. But then I also had like a cyst on my jaw, and where it was, and you couldn't. There was no biopsy available beforehand. You just have to go in and get it out and fix the situation, then biopsy it afterwards, right? The good news is we removed it. So we avoided all of the drama that would have come from trying to treat jaw cancer, because it just came out and we got it all the first time. That process killed the roots to many of my teeth. I essentially had root canals on almost all of my bottom teeth after that. I knew that at some point I would end up here needing to address my teeth in a major way, because they didn't have roots. They couldn't live forever like this. And I spent the last couple of years with my teeth in pain all the time anyway, and unable to eat the things I wanted to eat the way I wanted to eat them. It just hasn't been a good situation. We fast forward to up until a couple months ago, and I was experiencing medical conditions that we couldn't really explain. COVID was happening, and you couldn't get to the dentist, even though I had discomfort and pain. There was just another excuse, right? Couldn't get dentist appointments, couldn't get doctor's appointments, not when you wanted them anyway. Everybody's scheduling months out. This video would probably be a lot easier if I wasn't driving and didn't have to pay attention. It would be a lot less ADD. And I was using that months out as an excuse, right? Like I would make an appointment, it would be for months out or a month out or whatever it was, and then I would feel better in that time, so I wouldn't go. A couple months ago, I started experiencing extreme tooth pain. I went to urgent care because I was at work and I couldn't get a dentist appointment at the time. And urgent care said I had an abscess. They said it was really bad, and they started explaining to me how severe abscesses can get, and I needed like immediate dental attention. They put me on an antibiotic. They recommended I go to the ER, and I didn't. So it turned out that not only I had an abscess, but I had an infection that was getting dangerous, and it was causing some of my other medical conditions. We literally, by going to the dentist, found the cause of a lot of things, and it was getting bad. It was getting dangerous to my health, and it wasn't going to get better. And there was some options we could have done to kick the can down the curb a little bit later, get rid of as much of the infection as we can, save as many of the teeth as we can. But ultimately, a few years from now, I would be right here. I would be in this place where I only had a few teeth in my mouth. I didn't have a great quality of life because of it, and I wasn't eating right because of it, and I wasn't comfortable in my own skin because of it. Right about now, I assume everybody who follows me for car content is bored. So I'll give you guys a little something to keep you interested. We did peel out a little bit. And that was 120. There you go, guys. Something to keep you interested. So I chose to address it now. And I'll be really honest with you. There was so much mental struggle. I would be happy to do like a more in-depth video about the process if anybody's interested, if anybody's going through the same thing. Shout out to Dr. Weber, Love Your Smile Dentist in Tabernacle, New Jersey. We did things in a way that could impact my life as little as possible. I did not choose the cheapest way, which if you hang out till the end of this video, we'll talk a little bit about my financial situation. I'll just leave it like that. I chose the way where I could get the most quality of life back as quickly as possible. That means quality of mental health life. That means impact to my eating, drinking, tasting, in every way. We started by obviously addressing all of the infection and all of the teeth that had to come out because they were causing medical issues. We got them out. Then we addressed the teeth that I needed to eat, but that you couldn't see, and we got them out. Because there's other options, right? I can gum food, I can crush things against the roof of my mouth, I can chew with my front teeth if I have to. It's not nice in public, but I can. And then there's soups, there's liquid foods, there's protein powders, meal replacement shakes. There's all these other things I was able to do for the last couple of months. But what this really allowed me to do was heal everywhere that we took the rest of the teeth out, while still having something for people looking at me. Because I'd be lying to you if I said I didn't care about that. And I have to go to work every day in the public. I see thousands of people a day in my job. And I'm in charge of hundreds of people a day in my job. So, superficial, yes, but it's what had to be done. By the way, I bet you many of you here we are today. I've had over 2 months to heal. The back is healed, and it makes it a little easier to move forward with a final denture right away. I'm not going to get too much more into the process than that, because obviously there's still some healing. I'm about to lose 8 teeth tomorrow. I'm about to lose 8 more teeth tomorrow. And that'll be all of my teeth. That'll be all of my teeth. I'm not going to have any teeth in for tomorrow. I'm still struggling with this mentally. That's why it took so long for this video to come out. I struggle with every part of it. Like, people who worked with me yesterday, I had my mask on intentionally all the time, even though the mask policy is lifted because of this. I take it down sometimes. I take it down when I need fresh air. I take it down when I'm eating, drinking. So people have seen a little bit of my current situation, right? So even if it's just the color, or if you've noticed the gap, you've seen my current situation. I went to work yesterday with this situation. They're going to see me in a week with a whole new situation. You guys are going to see me in a week with a whole new situation. I've struggled with the fact that my wife has to see me with no teeth. I've struggled with the fact that my wife is going to see me with a whole new mouth of teeth. And I've struggled with the fact that my son is going to go through the same. And everyone tells me the same. They love you for you. It doesn't mean that my self-consciousness, is the right word, wants to hear this. It doesn't mean that I'm okay with it. Sure, my wife doesn't necessarily care what I look like, and she loves me for me. But I still care about my appearance in front of my wife. I still want to be sexy for my wife. I failed there, by the way. Does this make sense to you guys? Drop a comment down below and let me know, like, am I crazy? Am I overthinking this? Does it make sense to feel the way I'm feeling? But not only that, like, look good, feel good, right? You have to be confident and comfortable with the way that you look. And I'm not there at this moment. Haven't been there for a while. I wasn't comfortable being on camera, which I was really starting to get into my own. I felt like it, right? As a content creator, like, I was comfortable in front of the camera. I was making YouTube videos when I was comfortable. I'm streaming. I'm comfortable on camera in that regard. I mean, I guess that's where we are. I don't really know what else to say. If I was going to sum it all up again in quick version, I haven't been making content because I don't have any teeth and I'm uncomfortable with it. And I didn't want you guys to see me like this. And I didn't know how to say what I was going through, or if I should say what I was going through, if I wanted to, if I owed it to anybody, if anybody cared. I didn't know. We know what a cruel place the internet can be, right? And I wasn't sure if my mental could handle the first comment that said something about my teeth being missing. So I just didn't make videos. The financial situation. The route I chose is not the cheapest. And I have absolute shit dental insurance. My dental insurance only covers $1,800 a year. Max. No matter what. They only pay $1,800 a year. I used that in the first 2 appointments. And if my dentist wasn't as fair as he is, I could have used that in the first 1 appointment. This whole procedure, start to finish, out of pocket, will be $21,000. I didn't have $21,000 saved. I didn't have $21,000 budgeted for this. I didn't know that I was going to get an infection that put me in this situation when it did. I didn't know that I was going to be 40 years old needing dentures. This was the option that prevented people from seeing me without teeth the most. Allowed me to eat in front of other people as normal as possible. Prevented my wife and son from seeing me without teeth, and then made me, I hope, because I don't have them yet, but is going to, in my mind, make me the most comfortable in my own skin again. So I'm struggling financially right now, to be honest with you. Canceling my Tail of the Dragon trip, probably because I can't afford it. I need to come up with a way to supplement my income for a couple of months. It's got me in a situation where I'm thinking about even doing some kind of subathon, donation-a-thon. That's why I said to do something in this video I've never done before. I'm going to put my link to where I accept donations from my Twitch channel in this video, and if anybody feels so inclined to help me out, I promise you the money goes towards the $21,000 that I owe. And I guess that about wraps it up. After today, hopefully I'll be more comfortable getting in front of the camera again. I'm nervous. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I love you guys. Thank you very much for watching